Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of my podcast. And this podcast doesn't really have a name yet, but I'm going to find a name before this goes live. So that's amazing. I guess that's a fun way to start, isn't it? I'm a bit nervous because this is one of my goals of 2025 is to start my own podcast, and it's actually been on my mind for a couple of years. I do have another first episode that I filmed 2 years ago, still saved on my phone, but I have not posted it. So for the introductions, my name is Zara and I am a health worker, but I don't work a normal 9 to 5, so I find it hard to be consistent on social media. But I want to be consistent on my podcast because it's going to be chill vibes, and I'm going to be talking about things that happen on the internet drama, internet update, also life advice, big sister advice, and all of that stuff. I can't believe I'm saying in me, Zara, I'm going to be giving big sister advice. So be sure to tune in to all of that good stuff. I did not have a script for this first episode. I just wanted it to be as casual as possible because I just want to get to know you guys. I want to just let you guys get to know me and the vibe and the feel of how this podcast is going to go. So this is the new year and there's people thinking of having new beginnings. We have our vision boards ready, we have our goals ready, and January a lot of people are gonna find the motivation to start something, and 9 times out of 10 we don't keep it consistent and we don't keep the ball rolling because along the way we just fall off for one day and we decide that it's not worth it, or we fall off for 2 days and we decide, yes, I know I was not gonna be able to do this, and then December rolls around and we think to ourselves, well, yeah, another year wasted, like what did I even do with my life, you know? So when it comes to vision boards, I feel like you should just put anything. Honestly, there's no limit to what you can put on your vision board. I feel like the last time, I think, like let's say since 2023 when I started doing vision boards, I usually put them as my screensaver so I could see them all the time, because people say the more you see your goals, the more motivated you become. But because I put it as my screensaver, a lot of people would now ask me like, oh, you have such a beautiful screensaver, and they want to ask me about the backstory, and I have to tell them, or when they eventually like look closely, they see that yes, this is my vision board, and they start asking me about my goals. And then as I am explaining to them, I am getting that dopamine rush of things that I want to do and I want to achieve, or I want to get, like physical things that I want to get. And then, you know, the moment I feel that and I feel so happy, and I'm just reveling in the happiness of me and things that I think I want to achieve. I find that I don't really get the drive, I don't have as much drive to really achieve that, if that makes sense. It's like whenever I keep my goals private, that is when I make the most out of it. Because I remember in 2024 I was talking to my friend, she's a very supportive person, Tochi. So I was telling her about a podcast, like I've been wanting to start a podcast, this and that, and I told her I want to start it in my car. So it's going to be like, yeah, a girl in the car podcast or something. Like, oh my god, if you use that idea, please tag me, because that would be so amazing. So I was talking about the podcast with her, and she was like, yeah, this is such a great idea. Like, she's been supporting me for years. Like, she's one of the few people that I can literally pick out of my circle that supports every single thing I do, like when it comes to my social media career. So like I talked to her about it and she was like, such a good idea. So I was just feeling hyped and everything, and I ended up not doing that because I already felt so good discussing it with her and a few other people, and I just felt like I just felt a little too comfortable. Also, whenever we start our goals, like our brain, sometimes we want to achieve our goals, right? So sometimes our brain also is the problem, because our brain sometimes wants to keep us safe. It don't necessarily wants what's good for you, babe. Your brain just wants to save as much energy as possible, so it's gonna try as much as it can to distract you from doing the hard things. Like before I even sat down to make this podcast, I was so upset that I did not have my background light. I wanted it to be blue or purple. Here we are with white because I could not get the light to work, and I was just getting very impatient. Also, it made me my room is spotless, guys, because I swept, I mopped, I cleaned everything. My brain deceived me into thinking, you need to declutter, it's a new year, you need to have a fresh space so that you can do the podcast that you wanted to start. And then after that, it told me I'm hungry, like I need to go do, and also it told me I had to do my makeup. Now it's telling me that I have errands to run and there are things that I need to go do that are more important than the podcast. Like I do it later. I can't do it later because I have a shift in the evening, so like there's no later. I have to do this in the afternoon, or I am not going to be able to film the podcast today. So I had to just push it aside. It was about outfits and also my makeup. It looks wrong, like accessories, what am I going to wear, like my background, my room looks a mess, whatever. Like you have to just start. I feel like the more your brain tries to bring up excuses is the more you have to just push back, because if not, like I have a lot of videos on my phone that I have not posted in 2025, and that is so disappointing. And at the moment I'm recording, I'm seeing a lot of errors, I'm seeing a lot of things that are wrong with those videos. But now that I go back, because my storage was about to be filled up, and iPhone can break sometimes, and I use my phone to film. I upgraded, so before I had 1 TB of storage, now I have 256 gig of storage. So I needed to downsize my videos and things like that I don't need, so that I can make space, to put everything else in my new phone. So as I was doing that, I came across a lot of videos that I'm like, why didn't I post that? And I remember that my brain was telling me like, that is terrible, like the lighting is bad, or the place is a mess, or my room doesn't look aesthetic enough. I have told myself that this year I don't even care where I film, I'm just gonna film and I'm gonna post it. That was how I was posting before, with my Samsung Galaxy S3. Like it was not a great place, and I was so happy doing it, even though at that point when I was doing it, a lot of people that knew me personally did not find my page online, so there was less criticism and less people mocking and making fun of me. Like I have grown into a point that I really don't care about people's opinion of my social media. Someone can give me constructive criticism and I'll take it. So I feel like that is what I'm trying to tell you guys to do too. Like whenever you feel like your brain is telling you, or your mind is telling you that this person is not gonna like it, they're going to come to me and say this and that, so what? Like do you want that life for yourself? Like the life they're living, is it something that you want? If that's something that you want, then maybe take it into consideration. Maybe it's a criticism and not a judgment. So we kind of want to seek approval from people that know us. Like I'm not a very extroverted person. Like I honestly dilly-dally between the two. I'm either very extroverted, very happy, very fun, vibes on vibes, or I'm just like on my zone and my social battery is dead, like 2%. I need to just peace out and go to bed. Like I just need my alone time. I'm gonna be very overstimulated like this, so I just need to go. When I need to go, I need to go. So I'm gonna say like I'm an ambivert, or is it omnivert? English, I don't really know. I'm gonna check it out though, guys. Tell me which one is it in the comment section. So when I was in uni and my professors would see my video, well, one professor in particular, he used to like make jokes in class whenever he asked me something and I didn't know, and he would bring up my turban tutorials. When I used to do a lot of makeup tutorials on YouTube, he would bring up my eyeshadow cut crease tutorials and everything like that. So mocking me in class and stuff, it kind of reduced my confidence. And now personally, even if my boss was to bring up my makeup tutorials to mock me, it wouldn't really hurt as much as it did when I was like younger, because I felt like my self-esteem, I've built it up, and also like my emotional maturity is not the same. Like I had a shitty 31st of December, like, but I decided to shelf the emotions and resume back to it. I went on my countdown with my friends and we had a great time. We had a blast. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know, like I had a blast that day, even though like the first half of the day was shitty. Like the last half, I'm in control of whatever. That's it, guys. You need to understand that you're in control of how your day goes, like how much you let affect you, even though there's a lot of variables. Like there's a lot of things that are going to go wrong, because I feel like when you're planning your day to a T and shit still goes wrong, there's nothing you can do, and you just got to learn to just roll with the punches. So sometimes we kind of also want to be in this comfortable complacency mindset that yes, this is going great for me, like why do I need more? But something in your mind keeps telling you that you need more. Exactly. So you need to follow that intuition. What's the worst that could happen? Like you're going to fail. Like I've been failing for years at social media, failing in quotes. Like for some people this is success. So for some people, standing in front of a camera and speaking is a hard thing to do. Like some people are extroverted, they're happy, they're loud, but they can't speak in public, and they can't even sit down and face themselves, face a camera. Like talking to a camera is going to be so difficult for them to put online, like maybe, and get like 2 likes. If you were, regardless of any field you're in, it doesn't have to be on social media. Even if you want to go do some art, you want to go do, you work out and stuff like that, so what if you don't lose the weight in the amount of time that you told yourself you're going to lose the weight? Exactly. Like you're still losing the weight, you're building muscle. Like slow progresses, we don't really track those. We want to just get to the top. And trust me, like people always used to say that you should fall in love with the journey, not the destination, because eventually the moment you get that thing, you're also going to be feeling like, oh, I need the other thing. Like there's going to be another goalpost ahead of you. Like we're never satisfied. That's human nature. So I feel like the more your brain tries to protect you, the more you need to push out of your comfort zone and just go for it. I'm just filming this no whim. My brain told me I had no script, because I did have no script, but right now I'm just bringing out stuff from my head, stuff that I know that might help someone else and me as well, because I'm gonna look back at this first podcast episode and see and be like, oh, I was so inspired. Okay, I'm gonna remember my why, and I'm gonna keep going. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I don't actually continue to post episodes of this podcast. Oh my god, I would disappoint myself heavily. Oh my god. Okay, that is not going to happen, inshallah. So as I was saying before I went off on a tangent, like sometimes this comfort is not good. Like your comfort zone will kill you, literally. Like I sometimes feel disappointed in myself sometimes when I just, like, my brain always tells me, oh, in my head I'm like, I have time. Like I could be saying that to myself over and over again, and I just blink and it's evening and I need to go to work if I'm on the night shift. And if I'm on the night shift, when I come back in the morning, I'm just going to go straight to bed. I'm exhausted. So like everything is just not going to work out if I decide to just be in my comfort zone and just listen to whatever my mind is telling me. Sometimes you need to be more practical, because you don't work on motivation, you work on discipline. So we need to cultivate that discipline, and the best way to do that, to build a habit, you can read Atomic Habits by James Clear. It kind of put things into perspective for a lot of people. But for me, when I read the book, even though I read the book, it's kind of really hard to implement. A lot of people will be like, oh yeah, I read the book, it was amazing, it changed my life. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. You have to read the book, you need to understand like what the book is saying. Even if you do, sometimes your body or your mind wouldn't want to do those things, because it is hard, like mentally, to do those things sometimes. So you just gotta force yourself, because sometimes I don't want to go to work. But why do I go to work? Because I want to get paid, and I need to go to work to get paid. And if I don't go to work, I will get fired. So when it comes to like things, passions and dreams, sometimes you need to be policing yourself as well, thinking like, oh my god, am I going to fire myself? Like, okay, if I don't do this, I don't get this. You understand? So it's like a reward system, setting up a reward system for yourself. For example, let's say maybe I want to eat like a pizza, right? That's the easiest thing, right? And I will now tell myself, if I don't film a TikTok and a podcast, I'm not going to have that pizza. Then it has to be until I post that, or I film that and edit and post before I can go get that pizza. So the more you're gonna get something out of it, your brain will be like, okay, let's just get this over with regardless. I also want you guys to know this, and just remind yourself that your first few tries are gonna be shit. Like this episode, I know is gonna look so freaking shitty to some people, because the quality is not going to be great, the audio might not be the best, and also the set might not be as engaging. Even me using my hands all the time might be a little bit annoying or distracting to some people, so I'm gonna keep it like this. So you're gonna feel like a lot of things are gonna go wrong, because they are gonna go wrong. You're learning. Like, this is my first time filming a podcast. I might have been on YouTube for a long time, inconsistent, but still on YouTube for a long time. I have not tried podcasting. Okay, I have not tried podcasting. If you're listening to the audio of this, I started talking with my hands again, so I'm trying to just stop it for the rest of the video and see how long that will last. First few tries are gonna be shit, then the quality is not gonna be the same. Do not compare your day 1 to someone's day 500 or day 50. I'm honestly not going to compare myself to, like, I don't know, Madam Joyce or Hali Anhoda of the Oversharers podcast, because they have been doing this for a very long time. I've just started. Like, I'm not going to compare myself to a lot of big podcasts that I listen to, because we're not on the same level. We didn't start on the same time. We're not on the same timeline. Things like that. So whenever you're going to go into a new career, I feel like you should just be doing your own thing and just believe that, yes, you're just starting out, so you're going to make a lot of mistakes, but the more mistakes you make, the more you will know, and the more you're going to fix, and the more you grow. And some people might be lucky and their first try might be the one that just makes it and does it for them, and they're going to be following that template for the rest of their life. But if another person tries to do the same thing, it might not just work out for them. So that's how life is. And also, like, personally for me, one of the few phrases that I'm going to live by this 2026 is not anyone's victim. Like, I have decided to let go of the victim mindset. Like, life keeps happening to me. Yes, it happens to a lot of us. Like, you're not the only person. We don't live in a vacuum. A lot of people are going through stuff. Like, we just need to, sometimes we just put on masks on our faces and we move on. Like, there's no person in this world that doesn't have a problem. It's just that the problems differ based on our perspective lives. Of what? Perspective life is crazy. Based on our perspectives and the different lives that we live. My brain is trying to make the sentence as short as possible. Perspective lives is crazy. And also the next one is, no one is coming to save you. You need to save yourself, because some people, it happens, like you find someone, your uncle from wherever he is, or someone that just finds a talent and you're that talent, and everyone loves a great coming up story. Like, we've seen it in the movies most of the times. You see, I've been talking with my hands for the longest now. I just noticed. You've been okay. So you've been seeing it in the movies, like someone sees your potential and they try to just invest in you, put their hard work in you so that you make it, and they make it with you. Like, most of the time that's not the case, and honestly, no one's coming to save you. So you just need to, like, save yourself, or you're going to wake up next January in 2027, if we're alive, you're going to wake up and be like, yeah, well, my life is still the same and I've not done anything. So if you had tried, at least you tried, and you'll be like, yeah, I tried and it didn't work out. I actually prefer people trying and failing and knowing that, yes, I did try, even though it didn't work out, you did try, instead of saying, if I had done it. Like, when I was, like, doing my vision board wrapped on social media, like, in my head I was saying, like, if I had been consistent, in my head I was saying that, even though I was keeping a straight face and, like, happy and joyful, in my mind I was like, girl, why didn't you just post the damn video, even if it didn't look good to you? Like, it might be what your community would love. Like, sometimes we are our biggest haters, sometimes we are our biggest ops, and we really need to stop that, because I'm not tolerating that from any of y'all. If I see any of you trying to bully yourselves, we're gonna have a problem. Except if you're bullying yourself to become better. If not, stop it. It's not good. It's not healthy. Like, honestly, I've been walking around with a dark cloud over my head for like a year and a half, and I don't like it, and I've chosen not to be that person anymore, because I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna be 50 if I'm alive, and I'm gonna be like, why was I even doing that? Like, I did not live my life. Like, that's crazy. Also, people are gonna judge. You need to learn how to separate judgment from criticism. Sometimes whenever someone says something about something I'm doing, I feel attacked, I feel triggered, but now I'm just like separating things. Like, there's layers to this thing. Maybe this person, this is how their worldview is, and this is what they want for themselves, and they think that you should want that for yourself. Sometimes you do it too unconsciously, like we judge others without seeing the whole picture. So sometimes don't blame the person and don't feel attacked, don't feel triggered. Just be like, okay, this is what she thinks or he thinks because of the tools he was given, or because of the life that he has lived or she has lived, because of their perspective. And sometimes it's good to take criticism seriously too. Sometimes that is what will make you a better person. If you know deep down it triggered something, maybe something is wrong, you know what I mean? So yeah, whatever you put on your vision board, make small steps to just do that and achieve that. Or even if you don't have a vision board, you have a list of goals that you want to achieve, you still just have to make baby steps regardless. Like, your brain is going to try to stop you, but your brain is not your up. It's just trying to make use of as little energy as possible, and also just keep you safe regardless of if your feelings are going to get hurt or not. That's how the brain works, I guess. So I think that is about it. I've been sitting here, I don't know, I don't want to make this podcast forever long. Like, I want to keep it like under wraps, like 20 minutes to 30 minutes per episode, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of videos. Don't worry, my background is a work in progress. I'm still going to fix it, and the lighting issue as well. I just don't want to spiral. That's why I started the video like that. And also, we're really gonna go and get a name. Like, I'm gonna start finding names, like from the next episode, or even this episode, we're gonna find a name, guys. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you guys in episode 2.